Picture this. It's 3 a.m. The house is dead silent, the room is pitch black, and then you hear it. A little giggle coming from the crib. It's a sound that's both unbelievably sweet and, let's be honest, just a little bit weird. So what in the world is going on? What could possibly be so funny to a tiny baby all by themselves in the dark? Are they having some amazing dream? Or is something else happening entirely? Well, today, we're going to solve that mystery.
And you know, it's that exact feeling, that mix of being totally adorable and just a little bit creepy, that makes this such a great question. It happens to so many parents. But the reason why? Well, it's anything but ordinary. Okay, let's dive right in. We're going to treat this like a real detective case, and together we'll uncover the clues behind this perplexing, but, as you'll see, perfectly normal baby behavior.
Here's the most important thing to get right away. What seems like a strange little glitch is actually a powerful peek inside your baby's incredible, fast-growing brain. So let's get to our first major clue.
So the first piece of this whole puzzle is understanding that a baby's brain is basically never off. It is working overtime even when they're fast asleep. They're busy processing everything that happened that day. Think about your baby's brain like a brand new computer, but maybe one with a kind of slow internet connection. All day long, it's just taking in this massive flood of information. New faces, weird sounds, different feelings. Then, at night, especially during that active REM sleep phase, it finally gets the quiet time it needs to buffer all that data. It's replaying the day's highlights to turn those quick moments into solid, permanent memories. And that giggle, that's the sound of a happy memory getting saved.
So the process sounds simple, but it's actually pretty profound. Step 1, absorb everything. Step 2, process it all during sleep. And step 3, use that processing to build the foundation of their memory. It's an amazing illustration of just how busy their minds are, even when they seem totally peaceful.
All right, let's move on to our next clue. Turns out, this isn't just about making memories. It's also about practice. Yeah, that midnight laugh is actually a rehearsal for being a person in the world.
Now this is where it gets really cool. You know how sometimes a baby will just freeze and stare at something? You can think of that as their biological pause button, so they can concentrate on the outside world. Well, this 3 a.m. laughter is the complete opposite. It's their biological reflection button. It's the moment when, with no distractions, their brain finally gets to turn inward and figure out its own world.
This happens through something we call a mirror loop. All day long, your baby is studying you, your smile, your laugh, your energy. Then at night, their brain literally practices recreating those same feelings it downloaded from you earlier. So they're not laughing at nothing. They are practicing the art of human connection, all from the safety of their crib.
Okay, our third clue might be the most surprising one yet. That little giggle might not just be about happiness or practice. Get this, it can also be a powerful defense mechanism.
I mean, think about it. For a tiny person, the world is just a lot. All the loud sounds, bright lights, new people, it can push their little nervous system right to the edge. And that laughter is actually a way of coping with it all.
You can basically think of this as an emotional emergency stop. When their whole system is just overloaded with stimulation, a sudden burst of giggles can actually physically regulate their nervous system. It's like a biological release valve for all that stored up energy. It hits a reset button so they can keep sleeping peacefully and wake up fresh.
And that brings us to our final and absolutely crucial clue. This whole behavior isn't just some random quirk. No, it is a giant signpost for a major developmental milestone that's happening inside their head.
When you hear that little laugh in their sleep, you are witnessing a cognitive leap happening in real time. Their brain is hitting a massive growth spurt, and that giggle is the outward sign of some incredible progress happening on the inside.
This is, for all intents and purposes, their very first science experiment. They are figuring out the fundamental law of cause and effect. They make a sound, that sound creates a feeling, and they connect the two. They realize, wait a minute, I did that. This is so much more than a small discovery. It's the birth of agency, the very beginning of understanding that they can create their own joy.
So there you have it. The mystery is solved. That midnight giggle isn't just one thing. It's this incredibly rich combination of things. Your baby is downloading memories, reflecting on the day, practicing how to be social, resetting their entire system, and experimenting with their own power, all while they're asleep. And this really is the big takeaway. The next time you're awake in the middle of the night and you hear that little giggle coming from the dark, you'll know. Your baby isn't glitching,
They are busy growing and learning and building the incredible mind they're going to have for the rest of their life.
It really makes you wonder, doesn't it? What other seemingly strange behaviors are actually these secret signs of profound growth and development? It's a fascinating thing to think about. Thanks for digging into this with me, and stay curious.